SIFUNA has been forced to state that Kenya Kwanza and ODM are still in union and they are cooperating. But those were statements that he was supposed to say to try and reduce the political temperatures that were beginning to mount. Because other Kenyans were already wishing that they expel SIFUNA so that they also quit ODM. So ODM is trying to play a balancing act here, so that they don't waste all their gains they have had before. So they are just being safe, they are being conservative with the truth. They have used SIFUNA to try and put up a plastic image concerning what is happening within. But all is not well. If the crocodile comes out of the water and tells you that the fish is not all right, believe the crocodile.
Hello Kenyans, welcome back to Equalizer KE Media, the home of bold conversation. And today I'm going to have political analyst. He goes by the name Wilson Katiech. We're going to talk more about the political heat here in country, whereby we have witnessed the controversial statement from members of ODM, whereby we had SIFUNA saying that the MOU is dead, and then we had Junet Mohammed saying as long as Raila has not convinced them otherwise, MOU is still alive. And we had Raila Amolo Odinga seconding SIFUNA, saying that ODM, there is democracy and everyone has a right to speak. If he feels something is not good or something is not as the way it's supposed to be, he has a right to speak, and that is the freedom that they have in ODM. And now, if you are new here, kindly subscribe to this channel, click that subscribe button, because when I upload such an immense interview, you'll be the first to be notified by YouTube. Thank you very much. Let's continue. Wilson Katiech,
yes,
welcome to our show.
Okay,
this is Equalizer KE Media.
Okay,
and I think this is not the first time I have been interviewing you about the politics.
Yes. And
actually your political take, it's amazing.
Fine.
Yeah. So today, SIFUNA, ODM, they end press.
Yes.
And SIFUNA said that ODM is fully supporting the government. So
okay.
I don't know whether it's he was forced to say, because even you see on social media,
yes,
most of the political analysts, they are saying that today it was not SIFUNA.
Yes.
It was Raila and Ruto. But they were using SIFUNA to communicate.
They're not using SIFUNA to communicate. SIFUNA is surely a very candid guy, a very candid senator. He's a leader who stands with his word. He never is not a coward. He stands on his word, and he wants to say that his word is his bond. So today, what he was doing is public relations. Because we have had a lot of fires within ODM since he had that interview that was much explosive, and he was hitting so hard during the last interview he had in one of the local media houses. So following that, he has received a lot of rebuke. There has been a lot of we have a lot of backlash from leaders calling for his resignation. There were those ones who were bailing for his blood from the ODM. For example, the senator for Siaya, that is Oburu Odinga, who has been calling him names. People like Junet Mohammed, who are members of parliament, they have been castigating the fella. So now, when Raila Odinga saw that happen, he had to call for members, he had to call for a certain meeting that was for delegates. So the delegates meeting was happening in Western Kenya, that is Kakamega, and he had to play tricks. That is politics of the high standards, where he was saying, Raila Edwin SIFUNA has a mouth. You can speak. If you realize that he's not speaking what you want, you can equally speak, or you also have a chance to speak. So that one goes to show that Raila Odinga is a political genius. He knows how to play the games to ensure that he...
so Raila is playing games.
He's playing games with the Kenyans. And again, on one hand, during that delegates meeting, he was hinting that they were not very happy in their relationship, in their marriage with UDA. It's because of
on the same day,
yes,
we had Junet Mohammed speaking,
yes,
whereby he said that if Raila has not yet communicated and said that the MOU is dead,
yes,
not unless Raila speak otherwise,
yes,
they are still in a broad-based government.
Okay.
On the other hand,
yes,
SIFUNA said that the MOU is dead. What's your take on that?
SIFUNA was speaking as an individual. That was not the position for ODM as a party. So I would like to remind you that what will happen is this. From the happenings of today, SIFUNA has been forced to state that Kenya Kwanza and ODM are still in union and they are cooperating. But those were statements that he was supposed to say to try and reduce the political temperatures that were beginning to mount. Because other Kenyans were already wishing that they expel SIFUNA so that they also quit ODM. So ODM is trying to play a balancing act here, so that they don't waste all their gains they have had before. So they are just being safe, they are being conservative with the truth. They have used SIFUNA to try and put up a plastic image concerning what is happening within. But all is not well. If the crocodile comes out of the water and tells you that the fish is not all right, believe the crocodile.
True.
Believe the crocodile. So the crocodile in this case could be Edwin SIFUNA, who is telling that all is not well in ODM and all is not well in Kenya Kwanza. You can already see the rankles because if we have a situation whereby the government has got key people speaking and they are not speaking on the same wavelengths, we have a problem. For example, the Minister of Education states and say that we don't have money to fund education. It's not going to be sustainable.
True.
And then the Minister for Education says, no, we are having enough money. That goes to show there's so much that is not all right. So for Edwin SIFUNA quitting ODM, it's just a matter of time. He will be out of ODM very soon. And then there will be consequences also, because there are other leaders who have promised to quit ODM if he leaves. For example, Senator Osothi, we have had Gizito from Kakamega, and then the feeling from most of the citizens from Western Kenya are feeling they have been betrayed when SIFUNA is speaking the truth from Mwananchi, and he's being called out for speaking the truth. So most of the citizens now from Western region are thinking that ODM is not.
On that day,
yes,
Raila gave him a go ahead.
Yes,
you can speak whatever you think.
Yes,
it's not right. And Raila continued and saying that in ODM there is a democracy. You can speak whatever you want. If you feel something is not good, you have a right to speak.
Yes.
Now, why should the people of Western feel that they have been being betrayed? Yeah.
They feel that if leaders can come out, leaders who have been elected by the common Mwananchi, if one of their leaders, one of their own is speaking the truth, trying to hold the government to account, but they are in bed with the same government, they are trying to behave like they are blind and they do not want to hear anything concerning that, then it means that is a lot of hypocrisy from the leadership. That's why they are feeling that if Edwin SIFUNA is suspended or maybe is removed from that position of being the Secretary General of ODM, most of the followership from Western Kenya, it will dwindle, it will go so low. Most of the people will feel that ODM does not stand for the principles it purports to stand for.
So what do you think is the main reason, or what is triggering the controversial statement that we are hearing from ODM?
The controversies, I believe is because, yes, the ODM came on board to collaborate so that they steer the government ahead with the Kenya Kwanza. But ODM is feeling that the 10-point agenda they came up with has not been fulfilled. Even none of the points has been dealt with comprehensively. So that is why we have a lot of jitters, we have a lot of people speaking, and when they speak, we begin to understand that there's so much that is going on. So the reason is this, that they are not happy in the marriage. Yes.
Okay. It's not the first time we have witnessed Raila Amolo Odinga in government making coalitions. Like, for example, 2018, there was BBI. And now in 2022, after he lost the election, there is another coalition with the government, which they call it broad-based government. Do you think that this coalition is formed for the benefit of mwananchi, or it's just for a few people interest?
The agreement has not been an official coalition, but there has been a partnership with the government. That is an arrangement that is not in the constitution of Kenya. But for most of these arrangements are usually for political expedience. They are just for political benefits amongst the leadership class. It's not about the common mwananchi. Because if you look at the number of the experts that were seconded, or were the so-called experts that were presented to Kenya Kwanza to join government, none of the Gen Zs were there. None of the young people, none of the mamambogas was there. So we cannot say that is not for the good of the country. It is about sharing positions. It is about our time to eat. It's about blackmailing the common mwananchi and taking over to ensure that you swindle, or you take the cake and eat it all. Yes.
Last week, I think Raila
is
saying that there must be another dialogue. And he's saying that in this dialogue, we want to involve both Gen Zs and some of the official leaders there, senior leaders, to have a dialogue with the government, so that they can present the grievances of Gen Z, what they want, to government. And now the big question is, if Raila, if President Ruto cannot hear these people when they are at street protesting, do you think that when there will be dialogue, President Ruto is going to hear the grievances? And
I believe this is just a game. It's just they are playing games with the minds of the voters, because they know, he understands that the Kenyan voter forgets very easily, like a wadok. So what he's just doing is playing games to eat time, so that the government continues to do the things that it's doing, not serving the common mwananchi. When we had the last year's protest led by the Gen Zs in June last year, the president had a press conference, and he addressed the nation actually, and he said, "I have listened and I have heard." So who was speaking? Kenyans were speaking.
Yeah.
So why don't he implement what he had from that day? He has not responded to that call or that cry that was in that time. So why now come and say we want another dialogue? We have had several dialogues. It's not bad to talk, but again, unfortunately, it's my fear that if they talk, most of what they will say is likely to remain in the shelves. Yes.
Back in ODM.
Yes.
Do you think that this controversial statement from members of ODM, will they weaken ODM in the near future?
ODM is struggling, and in fact it is, if they don't put in quick measures to calm the storm, it is on the deathbed. It will not be vibrant, it will not be firebrand to compete in the general election 2027. If they make a mistake of not fronting a presidential candidate in 2027, it will not be so much attractive as a party. So it will be a very small party in those days. So what they should do, they should ensure that they put in the right structures, correct the mess they are in, and know they are between a rock and a very hard place, because they are with the government. They have offered experts. The Kenyans are saying it is you who are putting government in check. We would like it to be the alternative voice, but now they are unable to go back. So they have gotten in to the government at a certain level whereby they find it so difficult to retract. Now it becomes so difficult. What I'm foreseeing in the near future is that ODM will grow weak and weaker. They are going to come other parties, especially next year, in the run-in to the general election, that are going to sweep the electorate with a bigger wave than ODM.
Okay. We understand very well that Raila, he's the founder of ODM.
Yes.
But now, do you think that Raila is still kingpin for ODM? Because like the meeting that those delegates, the meeting that was held in Kakamega last week, found that when Sifuna stand to talk to the crowd, they cheered him a lot. But when Raila was there, like there was not that cheerful moment. So do you think that Raila is still the kingpin for ODM, or these members are overtaking him?
You can never compare. You can never compare a secretary general to the party leader. Yes,
but if the secretary general is speaking on behalf of common mwananchi, what common mwananchi want, but the leader of the party.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'd like to remind you that people like Raila Odinga never wish him out in anything, never count him out of any situation. That is a political situation, because he has been there. He knows all the sides of the game, all the sides of the coin. So for him, he's still a power. He's still a force to reckon with. He's a guy who usually knows how to camouflage and turn around situations. He's the one who is nurturing people like SIFUNA. So you can never compare him.
You can never outshine your master.
You can never outshine your master. So that is the other thing we have to remember. Yes.
And on that same day, a member of parliament from Kenya Kwanza, that is Oscar Sudi, we heard him saying that they are feeling like as Kenya Kwanza, in the near future, they will experience a big betrayal from ODM. Do you think this will happen, or it's just a play game?
No, that is fear. That is fear. What they are trying to do, they are demonstrating that they are afraid of losing ODM, because they know that the ODM now, as we speak, currently ODM is the oxygen, and Kenya Kwanza is on a life support system. So if ODM removes or withdraws their strength or their weight, now they will remain a shell. That's why they are trying to test the waters. They are trying to test the waters. When they say such kind of things, they would like to hear ODM saying we are bowing out of the agreement. Maybe they would like to hear someone from the opposition saying we are welcoming ODM. They are testing waters. So those statements are political statements. They are strategic enough. They are meant to, one, to show fear, or in other ways, they want to show they want to test the genuine, the sincerity of the ODM party, because they don't actually really understand them. Yes.
If Sifuna today resigns, will ODM still stand?
Yeah, ODM is a party and it's a system, and no person is bigger than the party. Yes, that's the other thing we have to remember. Yes, it will stand, but it will be withstanding. If it's supposed to have 3 arms or 3 legs, one will have gone, so there will be 2. Stability will be a problem. Yes.
Last week there was abduction from a Kenyan citizen who was abducted in Tanzania, but there is no any action that has been taken. What's your take on that?
The Kenyan was released.
Yeah,
and he's in hospital receiving treatment. We wish him quick recovery. What I'd like to say that is that we have had a wave of abductions, but now this abduction is happening the other side across the borders. We have regional policies governing these countries. Maybe bilateral talks should happen concerning how we should handle this. But now again, it is a challenge because our system is about silent on such. So what we need to do, we just need to be careful. Yes.
What's your take on CS, Treasury CS John Bandi? Last week he said, he said that there are not enough money to fund education in Kenya, and many people are feeling like this government is trying to kill free education. What's your take on that?
No, he was speaking facts, but now he has had to swallow his words to retract because of the kind of rebuke he has received, and because of criticism that he has been receiving from the big fish from government. What I would like to say, what he said has exposed this government that they have not gotten their priorities right. Yes, you should not concede defeat as government on such a thing that is so crucial like education and health. So that was it has helped Kenyans to make noise, to think again if they are going to cast the vote 2027 in favor of this government.
But how can a whole CS say that there is no money, and you also second him that yes, he was speaking the fact that there is no money. But when Kibaki was during Kibaki regime, education was purely free, and then it came Uhuru regime. The same continued that the education was free. But now, why there is no money?
Okay, you're talking about why there's no money. It's not true that there's no money. There's money, but there's a lot of misuse. Corruption is on a large scale in Kenya now. So he was just raising his fears, and those fears are likely to have been true, but because Kenyans have reacted so harshly on that, on what the sentiments of the CS, they will now wake up and look for money and fund education. So I would like to say the sentiments of the CS, according to me, they are going to help so that this government will seriously fund education up to 2027, because they have in their manifesto, they are having education as one of the pillars. So they will now not sleep on funding education. They will have to look for the funds to fund. If there were no funds, they will look for them. And I have already indicated to you that if the fish comes out of the water and tells you that the crocodile is unwell, believe the fish. It is the fish who stays with the crocodile.
Yeah.
So what Mbadi was saying, it is him who is in government. Yes.
But now, okay, I agree with you. Okay, not once, not twice, we have heard President Ruto saying that he is not ready to hand over to the people who doesn't have agenda. And these people who doesn't have agenda, not once, not twice, they have been captured on camera saying that our agenda, first agenda, number one agenda, it's to remove you from office. But now on the other side, the president is saying that I'm not ready to hand over to people who doesn't have agenda. What's your take on that?
These guys are playing politics. They don't want to give their plan. Yeah. That's what they are doing. They will roll out their plan in due course. So what they are doing, they are just playing delay tactics with the president. What the president should do, he should not be focusing on them. What he should do, he should just sit down, do what we call introspection, rethink, refocus with his team, and then deliver for the next 2 years what has been lost. Deliver for the Kenyans. He can still save his face. Yes.
Do you think, like the way they say that former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua that is tribal, and even the two other is in USA, they're saying that he went there just to visit his people from Mount Kenya, but he claims that I'm not tribal. Do you think that Gachagua is tribal?
You saw it yourself. You've seen it yourself. And in fact, that was the reason why he was impeached.
But now,
so, yes.
If you can see, like Kenya politics, you find that you have to make sure that you are strong from where you come from. Because even these are the coalition that they form, the Azimio, the Kenya Kwanza. First of all, when you are at that table, they will ask you, who are behind you? You know,
the retired President Uhuru Kenyatta had a very strong support from the mountain, but people perceived him or looked at him as a national leader. So you can now ask yourself, what is it that former DP has gotten wrong that is painting him as, or implicating him, or causing him to be perceived as a tribal leader? There are things he has failed to get right.
But
Yes.
On my side, I think like Gachagua is trying to make himself strong, so that when it comes to 2027, now they are going to share the power. At least you will have the major part of the government. Because now, if he has over 10 million supporters from Mount Kenya, and the others have 5 million, 3 million, 1 million. Now Gachagua will be at a good point to receive the bigger share, of which he was saying that shareholding. Okay, do you think that Kenya is going like Kenya, we are not at a point where we should be as a country? Because if you see someone like Boniface Mwangi, he was abducted in Tanzania, was told nothing happened, and now also in Kenya as we talk right now, he is under police custody.
Kenya, we still have a long way to go. When we talk about respecting freedoms or speech, maybe speaking against regimes. Yes, we have some gains we have achieved. We have come a long way. Again, the dictatorial tendencies are beginning to maybe to sneak into the leadership. But again, we need a strong opposition in the country. When we have a strong opposition that is able to hold the government of the day into check, this kind of things you are seeing will reduce significantly.
Do you think that our parliament is doing his mandate?
No. It has been muzzled. Parliament has been muzzled. Parliament has been maybe it has been reduced into maybe another extension of the executive. So it's not making the right decisions. It is not Parliament is not thinking independently, because most of the leaders in Parliament can now not speak freely because of what is going on. They are playing the partisan politics. Yes.
Isn't that they are ready to recall the members of Parliament? So they are writing letters to IEBC so that they can recall members of Parliament. Is it a good take as for now?
Calling members of Parliament, for now, I don't think it is wise, because it comes with the consequences. There's an implication to that. Organizing an election in Kenya is expensive. It will distract most of the normal operations of the sub-county. It will involve IBC, it will involve the security, the campaign period will interfere even with the education system, or maybe the studies or the education of that region. What I think is this: leaders should do a lot of thinking, should do a lot of self-evaluation, and make a decision that they want to serve the common mwananchi for the remaining 2 years, and then Kenyans can be patient enough to make the final decision in 2027. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
For your time.
Okay.
Maybe you can have 1 minute to speak to Kenyans who are watching you.
Okay. I'd like to remind Kenyans that let them enroll. Let them enroll as voters. Let them be enlisted as voters as much as possible. We need to make a lot of serious decisions come 2027. Yes, because we need to get better services. We need better education. We need the best services in health. We need to improve agriculture in the country, because if we improve agriculture by funding the farmer, we will be fighting that hunger will go away. So if we can be able to enlist as voters, we will be able to make the right decisions. We should also shun away from Mutuwetu politics. Don't vote. Don't go back to that tribal cocoon when it comes to 2027 election. Use logic in making a crucial decision. You know, you are employing somebody to work. You are giving somebody a lucrative job for 5 years. So don't go there as a tribes person. Don't think like a tribes person. No. Make independent decisions come that time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Katiechi, for having this interview. You have shed a lot of light to us, many things that we were not familiar with. But now, even the Kenyans who are watching there, I know they are very happy, and we really appreciate for your time. And now, to all those who have been watching, thank you very much. And make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you are new here, because anytime that I will upload such an interview, you'll be the first one to be notified by YouTube. Thank you very much.